Hello, Tim Romero here, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to use the video conferencing in your WebMeetLive meeting room. You'll notice I am logged in as a host on this computer, and I am logged in as a guest using my name on another computer. And the reason being is because I want to toggle back and forth and show you both views, okay? From a host perspective as well as from a guest perspective. Now, when you logged into your meeting room, or when you log into your meeting room, there's a little system test that allows you to select your microphone, test your headset, and also select a webcam if you have one. So obviously if you're going to use webcam or the video conferencing in your meeting room, you and your guests who you are going to allow to come on webcam will obviously have to have a webcam plugged in. Now most laptops come with webcams built into them these days. Some of them don't. So anyway, obviously you need a webcam plugged into your computer in order to use this feature. Now coming up on webcam for a host, by default you just have access to it. Okay, so you've got, all you have to do to come up on the video is click on webcam. Now you'll notice this is kind of small, so, and I'm also going very slow. By default, the setting for video is on low quality. It's 1 frame per second, and that's because you can now have up to 32 video streams, and if you're going to have that many, you might want to leave it on the lowest setting. However, where you go to change that is in the meeting tools. The second item is live video conferencing, and right here is where you can change the quality from low to high. And now, as you can see, I'm moving more real time. Okay, now in order for Tim to participate in a video conference, okay, over on the other computer, the first thing I need to do is grant him the right. Now we're going to toggle over to that computer just for a second here, and you'll notice that the webcam is grayed out, talk hands-free is grayed out. Okay, so we've sort of been going through this during the tutorials because you basically decide what tools and features and functions that any of your guests can have access to. So in order to grant your guests the ability to come on webcam, for example, you would do that right here. You click on guest rights. If you wanted to grant all guests the right to come on webcam, you would do it right here. Okay, obviously if someone's going to be on video conferencing with you, you probably want to be able to hear them talk, so you'd also want to make sure that talk hands-free is checked. Okay, I'm not going to check these here because I also want to cover that if you want just a specific guest, okay, like just say for example I only wanted Tim Romero to be able to come up on webcam video and talk hands-free, well, I could do that right here. And obviously we want him to be able to talk hands-free. Okay, so that's guest rights. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the guest computer again, and as you can see, now Tim has the access to talk hands-free as well as launch his webcam video, and I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Now the reason that I didn't test this system on the way in is because I wanted to show this to you. If somebody, you know, zips right by the what do you call it, the system test, well, they'll still have the ability to do their microphone and camera test right here in the room. And that's, I just mentioned that because if they forget to do that on the way in, they can do it here. So obviously we're going to click allow, and now as you can see on the Tim Romero computer, there's my name right there. You can see that I am now on the webcam video. Okay, and then if I wanted to talk, well, on this computer, well, then I would obviously select that, just like we covered in our talk hands-free tutorial. So now we're going to go ahead and go back to the host computer, because I want to show you, you're probably wondering what happens. Okay, well, let's say I have 2 people or more on video and I'm doing a PowerPoint presentation. So I'm going to demonstrate that to you. Let's just say that I want to show a PowerPoint presentation, or I want to do some whiteboarding, or whatever, we want to use the meeting tools. But we're just going to go ahead and use the slide presenter as an example here. Now you'll notice on this host computer, we now have the annotation tools, obviously, that you may want to have access. And you'll also notice that the videos are lining up here on the left side of the screen, okay? And I would just click through my slideshow just the same as I normally would, except we're up on the video here. Now I'm going to toggle over to the guest view just for a second, because as you can see, right over here, you can see the PowerPoint presentation's a little small, and this is where you might want to consider using toggle view. Okay, now toggle view is available for guests to click on right here, and if Tim clicks on that, you can see what happens now. The presentation is full screen, and we've got the videos lined up from top to bottom right here. Okay, so pretty cool. Now, if you don't want to instruct your meeting guests to click on toggle view, well, you can do it right here from your host computer as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on toggle view. You can see what happens there. I still can navigate through the slides just like I always do, and I still have access to my annotation tools right here. But let's go ahead and take a look at the Tim computer again, and now you can see the presentation's full screen, and once again we've got the videos remaining right here. So that's essentially how. There's a couple of other settings. Oh, by the way, if I go back to the host computer and click on toggle view again, that'll bring us back to the regular view. Okay, now there's a couple of other settings here that I want to cover in the live video conferencing. Okay, number one, you can actually change the video size right here. Okay, I'm not gonna, well, I think I will. I'll go ahead. We'll just go to 240 by 180 because I want you to see what happens. When you'll notice here, I'm talking on my host computer, and I look very small down here in this window. Okay, because what I'm gonna see is the Tim Romero view at 240 by 180, but my own view is going to be very small right here. Now, I haven't had the opportunity to test this out with a lot of people in the room, but I just didn't want you to be surprised if you see this. If you have two people in the room, rest assured, we're going to now go look at the Tim Romero computer, and as you can see, Tim Romero, sorry, I know this is confusing, but anyway, I'm appearing in the small box, but the host is appearing big right here in this big area. Okay, so anyway, and you can actually close you can close your webcam video anytime. Like if I wanted to shut mine down, there we go. I shut it down on the host computer, and now I'm looking at it like this. So if I were to click back on there we go. So you can turn the video off and on. That's my point. Again, let's go ahead and click off that video on the Tim Romero computer, and as you can see, excuse the light back here, it just started shining in. And that's another thing too. I know I don't have really good quality lighting here in this room, but I don't use video too much anyway, so I don't want people to look at me any more than they have to. So, but anyway, that's how you use the video conferencing. Get in and play around. Again, there are different sizes. Again, we can go really all the way up to full screen right here. And again, always keep in mind that when you're using larger video sizes, the more bandwidth it takes. So again, if you're going to have a lot of participants in the meeting room on video camera, you want to take that into consideration. So that's how you turn on the video conferencing. And once again, the important things are, if you have guests that you would like to be able to come on video, then you do that here. Obviously, by default, the host is always going to have access to these tools. And I hope this is helpful. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. And we will see you soon. Thank you.